Hey, good to see you. Today I will talk to you about the 5 pillars of Islam. What are the foundations upon which this religion stands? Islam is a complete way of life. It guides the spiritual, moral, and social aspects of human life. At its core lie the 5 pillars of Islam, the essential foundations every Muslim must follow. These pillars are not merely formal rituals, they are the framework that stabilizes a Muslim's life, connects them to God, shapes character, and organizes relationships with others. The Prophet Muhammad taught that these pillars form the core of a faithful Muslim's life, and adherence to them leads to both worldly and spiritual success. In this video, we will explore each of the 5 pillars in depth, explaining their meaning, purpose, philosophy, and significance for both the individual and society. The first pillar, the Shahada Declaration of Faith. Definition: the first and greatest pillar is the Shahada. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. It is the gateway into Islam and the foundation of true belief. Without the Shahada, the other pillars lose their meaning. Tawheed, oneness of God, belief that Allah is the sole creator, sustainer, and controller of all that exists. Acknowledgement of prophethood, belief in Muhammad as the final messenger sent to guide humanity. Philosophy: the Shahada instills consciousness of God in the believer, shaping moral and ethical behavior. It transforms the Muslim's life, guiding every thought, word, and action. Benefits: strengthens the bond between the believer and God. Provides inner peace and a sense of purpose. Forms the basis for moral and social responsibility. Prepares the soul for accountability in the hereafter. The second pillar, prayer, Salah. Definition: the second pillar is Salah, the 5 daily prayers that form a direct connection between the servant and God. These prayers are performed at Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. Meaning: prayer is more than physical movements. It is a spiritual discipline, involving humility, focus, and devotion. It nurtures the soul and keeps the believer constantly mindful of God. Philosophy: strengthens discipline and structure in daily life. Provides spiritual nourishment and constant reflection. Enhances moral awareness and self-control. Benefits: instills regularity and discipline. Maintains connection with God. Purifies the heart and mind. Fosters spiritual tranquility. How to perform Salah. Purification, wudu, cleansing and cleansing the body, physical and spiritual preparation. Intention, niyya, conscious mindfulness before starting. Physical postures, standing, bowing, prostrating, and sitting. Recitation, verses from the Quran and supplications. The companions regularly gave Zakat, which significantly reduced poverty. The third pillar, Zakat, charity. Definition: Zakat is a mandatory charity, a fixed portion of a Muslim's wealth given to the needy. It is a financial act of worship, obligatory for those who meet the eligibility criteria, meaning Zakat purifies wealth, strengthens social bonds, and ensures that prosperity benefits the entire community. Philosophy: reduces economic disparity. Cultivates empathy and social responsibility. Encourages a culture of sharing and generosity. Benefits: purifies wealth and removes greed. Promotes social justice and equity. Supports the poor and vulnerable. Encourages community solidarity and compassion. Conditions of Zakat: wealth must reach a minimum threshold, nisab. A full lunar year must pass on the wealth. A fixed percentage, usually to 0.5%, is given for monetary assets. Historical example: the Prophet ensured that wealth redistribution occurred fairly through Zakat. The companions regularly gave Zakat, which significantly. The fourth pillar, fasting, Sawm, in Ramadan. Sawm is fasting during the holy month of Ramadan. Muslims abstain from food, drink, and other invalidators from dawn until sunset. Fasting is not just abstention from food. It is a spiritual exercise, cultivating patience, self-control, and empathy for the needy. Philosophy: trains the soul to resist desires. Reinforces mindfulness and spiritual awareness. Encourages compassion and social consciousness. Benefits: strengthens faith and consciousness of God. Encourages self-discipline and restraint. Provides insight into the plight of the less fortunate. Promotes family and community bonding through shared practices. How to fast: abstain from all invalidators from dawn to sunset. Perform prayers on time. Increase acts of worship, charity, and reading the Quran. Engage in reflection and self-purification. Historical example: the communal breaking of fast iftar fostered unity and shared blessings. The fifth pillar, pilgrimage Hajj. Definition: Hajj is the pilgrimage to the sacred house Kaaba in Mecca, obligatory once in a lifetime for those who are physically and financially able. Meaning: Hajj is a spiritual journey that unites Muslims worldwide, performing rituals such as tawaf, standing at Arafat, and symbolic acts like stoning the Jamarat. Philosophy: teaches humility, patience, and devotion. Demonstrates equality among all people before God. Strengthens community ties and solidarity. Benefits: spiritual purification and forgiveness. Experience of unity among diverse nations and cultures. Encourages reflection and renewal of faith. Strengthens moral character and social responsibility. How to perform Hajj. Preparation: physical, financial, and spiritual readiness. Ihram: simple garments symbolizing humility and equality. Rituals: tawaf, standing at Arafat, Jamarat, sacrifice, and shaving or cutting hair.